Go!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Vobes Show with the lovely Julia.
Ooh, and the lovely Richard.
Hello, how art thou? It's nice to see you. It's the 29th... Oh, hang on, have I got echo on? I have. It's the 29th of December 2029. It's almost the end of the year, Julia.
It is. Almost very nearly.
So what are you going to do next year? Anything nice?
Things.
Things, that's right. Well, we're going to talk about next year in the next show. This show, I want to talk about things that you've achieved and things that you wish that you had achieved, or regrets that you didn't get round to in today's
Talking
show.
about regret.
Yes.
I've got to dodge the
Why have you got to dodge that?
I've had my hair straightened.
You've had your hair straightened?
Yeah.
Gosh, oh, hang on, my chair seems to have gone
First
down.
sight of moisture and it go...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, yes, I thought there was something different about you, lovely Julia.
Thanks. It's been a while since I've had it straightened.
Yeah, it looks very lovely.
Look, fingers can run straight through it.
Gliding your fingers through your hair. I have...
You've never...
It's been a long time since I've ever been able to do that.
Yeah,
Probably.
I can't say never because you did have hair once.
Yes, I did. I know. I have
You had
photographs
lovely
to prove
golden
it.
locks. They look golden in the photograph.
Well, they weren't. Yes, I'm not sure they were golden. They were always brown.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so was mine, but, well, when I was living in Saudi as a kid...
And when
it
you
was
say locks,
golden
does that
brown.
mean
Golden
curly?
brown, what?
Does locks mean curly?
Locks is each bunch of hair, like that's a lock.
Oh, right,
That's
okay.
as I think of it.
Look at my lock. Look at my lock. It's a lock. Hang on, let's just move
Locks
it
of
over.
locks.
that way, a fraction.
Oh, bless you. Thank you, Lynn. There's lots of people complimenting my hair. Thank you very much, everybody.
Yeah, thank you very much for complimenting my hair. Oh, yes.
Very
my
lovely hair.
Thank you very much.
Ooh, silky.
Silky.
Silky smooth.
Silky. Jackie HW says, did you get straighteners for Christmas, Julia?
No, I didn't actually.
I could do with some for my teeth. Oh, ow, eek. Clive Waterfall says, good evening all. Ron Langley says, the locks look nice. Julia. Colonel Craig Ratty says, ooh, Julia's hair is so different. Very nice too, Julia.
Thank you very much.
So that's really lovely. Kerry Balding saying, looking lovely, Julia. And Elaine Whitelock said, hello, Richard and Julia. I got a card today in the post.
Ooh.
I can't read it, unfortunately, because I've got my glasses on.
Happy New Year.
Oh, is that what it said? I thought it said happy big ear. I wasn't quite sure what it meant.
A handmade card, looking very lovely. All the best for 2022 from Dudley.
Dudley is a chap. I don't know whether Dudley actually watches this show or not. He might do. He might do, having posted it through the door. Bless him. I must go and have a coffee with him. He's a chap who lives opposite me, but in the next road parallel. Uh-huh. And he used to listen into the show that I used to do the reading with, Listen with Vobes,
yes,
which
that's right.
we didn't manage to do this year because, we did it at the beginning of the year, didn't we? And then when we came out of COVID, we said, we'd do it again, but we never did. Anyway, I have a coffee with him about twice a year.
Yeah.
And we have a nit-nat paddywhack, give the dog a bone. It's quite fun.
This old man came
rolling home.
And he said bowling home.
Yeah, kind of bowling
home.
Bowling home, bowling home, stick it up your nose. Anyway.
50 points if you can get that bollard. Doink.
Doink. Don't get the bollard, Mrs. Worthington. Anyway, we're talking about...
pulling thread.
Yes.
Sorry.
We've got one more show before the end of the year, which will be New Year's Eve, and that will be on the... When I say before New Year's Eve, that will be actually on New Year's Eve, so not tomorrow, next week. Yeah.
Fry daddy.
Fry daddy. And if you've got a daddy, fry him up. Unless I am your daddy, then don't fry me. Thanks very much. Station Master's Choice says something to Mark Burgess. Darren Howell says, Julia is always stunning and Richard is great. Thank you very much, Darren. That's very kind. And David Vad says, Julia looks more mystical with that hair. Mystical, whereas I just look like mayhem. I know. So that's it. Now, we have some videos in tonight's show, which you'll be pleased to know. Jackie HW has a video entitled Tears, Smiles and Thanks.
Oh, that sounds emotional.
Yes, very emotional. We have to get the old violin. Oh, no.
Totes emotion. The violin. Oh, yeah.
It's broken.
Still broken. I need to fix that bloomin' bridge.
Jeff and Mandy sent the video, only they sent an email, but they forgot to put the video in it. And I did reply saying, yeah, where's the video? It was going to be waves off New Haven coast, but I can't show you that now because...
it's not here yet.
It's not actually here. I got the email about it, saying it's a video. But so Jeff and Mandy, if you're watching, send it on, please. Preferably via WeTransfer. Now, Bonnie...
It'll be there on Friday.
On Friday. Bonnie, I don't know if Bonnie is watching, but she's managed to understand how WeTransfer works.
It's fairly simple when you know how, but it's working out that first time, isn't it?
Yes, I suppose it can be quite...
It took me a few tries until eventually I was like, you emailed me back and said, oh, I've got it. I was like, yay!
Yeah!
Woohoo! I did it!
Mexican wave! It's all very
exciting.
exciting.
Slow Mexican wave. Try again.
Oh, Mexican wave!
Oh.
I don't know what they do in their Mexican. Is that how Mexicans actually wave?
No.
Arriba,
I don't know why it's called a
arriba.
Mexican wave. Does anybody know why it's called a Mexican wave?
Why is it called a Mexican wave? It's, Bernie has sent in a video called The Vobes Prisoner. So we've got a number of videos to enjoy today. So that will be very exciting. Ron Langley says, I must say your hair looks so much better straight, Julia, but only in my onion.
I love having it straight. I do love having it straight. I mean, you can see how thin it really is compared to the other.
My God, it's so thin. I hadn't realised what thin hair she's got. All the better
because the other
to comb
week,
it with.
when I had it loose, I just brushed it dry, and it was all out here, wasn't it?
Mm.
So yeah, compared to this.
Yes, it's amazing because it makes it look like you had such big
I've got
hair.
one lock of hair on my whole head.
Why so? Is that
Just genes and DNA, darling.
You don't want to wear those jeans ever again.
Well, I quite like these jeans.
Oh, it's very pleasant.
Comfy.
Thank you. David Red says, "We transfer sounds dodgy if you don't know what it is." Probably. Mary Fennell, hello, lovely hair, Julia. Nice short back and shiny Richard. What?
Fantastic.
Thanks. What else have we got? Alan Sandell says, "Don't mention bowling. In England was bowled out for 68."
Is that cricket?
I think it is, but I don't understand this bowling. When
Just
it says
not cricket, no.
Bowling out for 68 what? That's the question. Colonel Craig Ratty says, "So excited, brought a new climbing harness." Harness?
Whatever harness is.
Yes, harness. Today, as the old one was too old. Another 10 years of climbing to get through. We'll make it to 83. Can you imagine poor old Craig Ratty at 83 clambering up some hill, probably a molehill at that time, going, "I'll get to the top another inch. Oh, I'll have to have base camp here and put on my steampunk for a half an hour, and then I will climb up millimetre by millimetre to reach the very top and plant the flag." Have I just insulted him?
I have no idea. I've phased out.
Yes, oh good. What do you mean you phased out? That was my best RADA acting. Although I never went to RADA, of course. I'd rather not go there.
It shows.
Mexican Wave started in the 1986... What do you mean it shows? It started in 1986, apparently, in the World Cup. Can you imagine them all sitting in that cup going, "Hello, okay." No, they weren't Scottish, were they? They were Mexican. Arriba, arriba, arriba. Is that all I do in... Yes, probably. What else do they say in Mexican language?
Oh, I'm going to hate myself for saying this. Hey, gringo.
Oh, yes. Hey, gringo.
I don't know why I did the fingers too. Hey, gringo.
Is that what they do?
No.
No? Hey, gringo. Mexico, no wave, huh?
No more than us English goes, "Oh, cheerio."
Well, I say, "Oh, cheerio." Oh, cheerio,
I don't
chap.
suppose you say it like that with a really crap English accent, though, do you?
Well, clipped. Do you mean clipped, dear boy?
No, it wasn't even a good clipped accent.
No, but I've been watching a number of these English films from the old days, from the 1950s, don't you know?
Don't you know?
Absolutely. And they're all talking like this. I say, look, especially Kenneth More. I mean, I think Kenneth More had only one voice. You know, like some actors, they change their voices and they move about. But... and I mean, you've got people like Michael Caine and Clint Eastwood and some of these who are basically they're the same person in every film. And Kenneth More is one of those.
Typecast.
Yes, it's just like he was just sort of your bright, cheerful Englishman. I say, old chap, ever so over the top. All right, old boy. Yes, I don't think you need worry about that. We're going to go down to the what's name and get some money on the nags. Come on.
What a shah.
And then, yes, and you've got Terry Thomas, of course.
Oh, that's it. I know.
Nachos, tequila. Arriba, arriba, says Michael White. Yes, I don't know what does arriba, arriba mean?
I'm guessing it means hurry, hurry. I have no idea, though.
Arriba, arriba, with my wave. Anyway, that was another Mexican wave. So, So have you got anything you're proud of having achieved this year, lovely Julia?
Survived it.
Yes, well, that's obviously a good
Both
achievement.
my children are alive and fairly happy.
But is there anything big in your life that you've achieved that you're not something big or small that you've done? You think?
Yes, I've picked up my instruments again, or at least one of them.
Oh yes, and your scalpel?
A scalpel. Is a scalpel on a pole? A scalpel.
I know, my joke.
We're doing operations 6 foot away.
My joke failed rather rapidly there, ladies and gentlemen.
I won't get you for the heart surgery.
You mean your musical instruments, as opposed to your
any other kind.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, that's an achievement, isn't it?
Yeah. It is.
Yes. How about other people out there? Have you got any sense of achievement out of the year? I mean, I think we're staggering now out of this awful crisis that we are supposedly in, and so is there any merit that you can come to the table and say, do you know what, I've done this or I've done that? Might be I've read more books, I've watched more old-fashioned films, or I've rung the Vobes Show more times than I care to imagine. Let's find out who's on the phone, because somebody has just rung the bell. Hello, welcome to the show.
Hello, Sir Richard, and the even lovelier Lady Julia.
You had a moment there. You had a moment. You know, certainly had a moment where it went even lovelier. What's her name? What's her bloody name? Look it up in the book.
What's the name? Yes. So, have you given any thought, Sir Richard, to straightening your head?
What do you mean straightening my head?
No,
Is it bent?
Well,
no straightening that.
What? No straightening that. Thanks. You hear
I
that?
hope.
So
no
what?
chance. Never get your head sorted out.
No.
Can wax it for you though.
Yeah, you could probably wax it. Yeah, wax lyrical all over it. So what have you achieved this year, Alan Sandell? Have you done anything that you can say, look, do you know what? This is what I've done this year that I'm pleased of?
Yes, I moved back to England.
Oh, there you go. That was a big achievement.
The winter weather is flipping awful.
What, at the moment?
Oh my goodness, I haven't seen the sun in years, I don't think. Well,
No.
It certainly feels like that at times,
Weeks.
doesn't it?
doesn't it just?
But don't worry.
I need vitamin D.
Don't worry. I think the first week in January is going to be cold, and that means the sun will be out because there'll be no rain, because it's never cold when it rains. So the ground will be solid, so it doesn't matter that it's all a quagmire now, because that'll all freeze up, and you'll be able to get out there with a big coat on and whistle your way around the place, taking those magnificent photographs in your flying machines.
Yeah, I was reading today that they have record snowfall in Japan. They have record droughts and forest fires in Chile. They have record floods in Brazil. But good old Blighty is just wet and windy, like it always is.
Yeah, so I was going to say...
So we're missing out. We're missing out on all this.
All this record-breaking weather.
Yes. No,
Yes.
but it is going to be... It is rather warm for the time of year.
It is lovely and mild, isn't it? That must be down to this... what do they call it? They call it something... total Earth incineration. No, that's not it. It's the whole planet of... heat process
Planet of death.
Yes, it's something like that. I can't remember. Some terrible, awful thing that we're
Global
supposed.
warming.
Oh, is that what it is? Global warming. Yes, I remember now. They come up with
Climate change.
Oh, you can't use that. No, you can't use that expression. That's a woke expression.
Is it? It's very woke. Yes, absolutely.
But you can't say that the climate isn't changing. It's constantly changing.
Constantly changing. Yes, and we like it changing because it means that one day it'll change back again, back to regular 3. Regulo 3 on the old... What?
Did you notice that in Wales they are banning
Weather.
parts of the English language?
Really?
They're banning parts of the...
Can they do that?
Which part are they banning? How do
Yes,
they do it and why?
Their civil service has been advised stylistically to avoid using certain words,
Oh, yes.
including woman.
Oh, yes, woman.
No, you can't use that word anymore.
No,
So
we thought.
what do they call those
us women?
creatures
Women
with-
of ancestry.
Yes.
Of past times, fought tooth and nail to get female rights, women's rights, and now we're having it stripped from us.
Yes, but
Okay, that's not-
what is it?
Banning the word isn't stripping our rights. I understand that.
What do they call what we would formerly know in Wales as women?
Well, I figured it out today when I was texting my friends in the USA that you would have now to refer to pregnant patients
Yes,
as opposed to pregnant women.
Yes, but what are in Wales? What are they talking? What do they call them? These people with cervixes. What are they?
Wombs. We're persons with womb.
They can't refer to Her Majesty either.
What is she then?
I don't know.
You're not Her Majesty. The Majesty.
Yes.
Or just
Majesty,
just
yes.
Majesty.
Yes,
You see, if you could just call it Majesty.
You just correct it. Yes, you just correct it. I mean, you just forget the her and just call it Majesty.
Majesty.
Yes. The Majesty's Christmas speech.
Now it's time for Majesty. If you're not careful, though, somebody will set up a band called Majesty. Because somebody, there was the Queen doing a thing, and then somebody set up a band called Queen. And they thought we can top that by taking off the. So if we call her that, somebody will quickly nip in and go, we're called Majesty, and they'll have all sorts of records and songs until the lead singer dies, and it will be tragic.
There you go. It's a crazy world, isn't it?
Julia's on her phone. She's got bored.
No. Lynn B said, I've done, in response to your what have you achieved this year.
Oh, yeah.
Lynn B says, I've done more walking this year than I have in my whole life, partly due to having Kai, the dog, and partly the Bold Explorer's influence.
You can't blame that on me.
Feel much fitter, she says.
It's nothing to do with me, mate. You can't blame that on me.
And Kerry's just glad she's still here. I'm glad you're still here too.
Yes, I'm glad.
There you go.
Oh, Kerry's glad that Kerry is still here,
Yes.
not Lynn B.
No, well,
Yeah.
I'm sure she's glad that Lynn B is still
Yeah, I
here
know.
too, but specifically herself.
Absolutely. Colonel Cragraddy says...
Anyway.
Oh, hang on. Wait. No
Hold
anyways
it,
quite
hold
yet. Colonel Cragraddy says, this year found the Vobes Show, learned about WeTransfer, created a lot of videos of music and captions for the Vobes Show, all new to me. Also helped some poor bloke in Worthing sort out his van. Do you know what he's talking about? I have no idea what he's on about. That's all irrelevant stuff. Yes, go back to anyway.
Anyway, I'm going to piss off.
Oh, right,
Enjoy
fair
the
dues.
show.
All right.
Yeah,
Cheers.
very nice. Could you flush on the way out?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
New Year. Love you long time. Bye.
Oh.
Toodle
I can't believe
Biffy.
I said that.
Bye. That was Alan Sandell from the Surrey Hills, apologising for knocking my what's
Block
name?
off?
Yes, my block off. Anyway, there we are. Audrey Forbes says Bill Nye plays the same part in every role, one trick pony. But some of these people, I like that about them. The thing that
You know what you're getting, don't you?
yes, if you like that person's persona, like with Bill Nye and
Although-
Clint Eastwood and some of the others, you sit down and you can just go, oh, it's a Clint Eastwood or whoever film, and you get the same thing. If you don't like them, you know immediately not to watch them.
At least he looked different when he was in the Pirates of Caribbean. That was the
Can't-
thought hitting my brain.
Ah, I see. I didn't. I thought that was what you had to do every time you mentioned Pirates of the
Pirates of the
Caribbean.
Caribbean. No.
Is there a film of Pirates of the Mediterranean?
No, but there should be.
Yeah, there should be. I mean, I'm surprised they haven't come up with sequels of Pirates of the English Channel.
That's a good point. Ian C says Danny Dyer plays Danny Dyer in every role. Yep.
Who is Danny Dyer?
Danny Dyer's Danny Dyer.
Is he a Dyer actor?
Isn't
Nip, nip, cosy.
isn't he the one that's been in EastEnders?
Oh well, there we are.
No, he's done other things.
Oh,
as
he's
well.
done other things, has he?
Yeah.
EastEnders. Is he like a cock?
Can't think of anything else.
Is he a
but-
cockney?
Yes.
There's no cockneys in the East End anymore.
No.
I don't know why people watch EastEnders thinking that might be a slither of real life, because there are actually no cockneys or even straight knees anymore in the East End.
Pirates of Worthing Morrison, says David Verhatten.
Yes, arr, coming in here with my one. See, I could be a legitimate pirate playing with one-eyed character.
Yeah, you could.
Because
you
I do
get
actually.
Your patch.
Yes, I can get.
I
a
want
patch.
to do that for Halloween this year.
Let's find out who's calling up on the talking bone. Is it Terry Banton from Southwater?
It might be someone from Southwest.
Hello.
Oh, from the Southwest. I beg your pardon. I had an email from Terry Banton saying, "Can I book a call at 8:20?" And I'm looking down there, going 8:20. That's Terry, but it's not. Is that Fabian?
It certainly is.
Hello.
Baby.
FAB.
FAB.
Well,
I just want to fill you in with some of your wokery.
oh, please do.
The word you're looking for is El Nino.
Is what?
Oh, El Nino.
El Nino.
What does that mean?
The child.
It's when the oceans warm up in a very peculiar manner, the patterns of weather is like the butterfly effect, and it goes around the planet wreaking havoc on like hurricanes, tornadoes, and everything else, and they blame it, or meteorologists blame it on the El Nino.
So how do you spell that? E-L, like in El Alamo.
E-N-I-N-O.
So,
The
sorry,
end-
well-
the second end's got a little accent on it.
just
No.
Yeah.
spell it one more time, because I was talking over you.
E-L-N-I-N-O, I think, El Nino.
Which is actually
Is it
the boy.
Spanish?
Which is actually the boy.
Is
the
it
child
Spanish
boy.
or Mexican?
Spanish? Which
Well,
is Mexican.
Mexican is Spanish, isn't it?
Yeah, well, all right then. Is it Spanish or Japanese?
It's Spanish.
Where you see, the problem is if you're talking Brazilian here, they're Portuguese.
Oh,
Yes.
is it Brazilian? Ooh.
No. But just making that slight distinction that you might need to be aware of, that South America is the majority is tends to be Spanish, but there are elements of Portuguese. naming the largest country in the South American continent, and that is good old Brazil.
I have a Brazilian
but-
auntie
Well, I
and
have
a Portuguese sister-in-law. Just a point of fact.
and I've got two members of my family that were born in Argentina, and I never knew that.
Yep. And I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts, but I am very well aware of them. Thank you.
You're terrible.
I am
You're
dreadful.
terrible, Muriel.
Oh yes, the most
Marvelous film.
most awful. What I was going to ask.
The similar element that you were talking about earlier was also the fact about Bill Nye. He's one of my favorite, if not my favorite actor, and I agree that some elements of people can be typecast, but he's uniquely untypecastable because he's just someone who uses his extraordinary nuanced talent in using what minimum that he has, but the way he comes across is his outrageous ability for intellectualizing the acting capacity of all actors can do that, but he's got a particular talent in doing that, particularly in it's like, for instance, in Stephen Polykoff's dramatizations, like Gideon's Daughter, and also he's been in some other.
Some mothers do have them. He wasn't in Some Mothers Do Have them.
Oh, he
I remember
that. That's quite funny. That was.
Thank you.
But generally speaking, I am a big fan of his, and he was also in Kirk and Caicos, which is that MI5 spy trilogy, like in the Caribbean, and hence moves me swiftly onto the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes.
And we got some really intriguing other film that could be seen along those not lines, but you got like Japanese anime, as you were talking about Japanese only just a moment ago, and what I was thinking was, if you were ever to see it's called Alita, if you've ever heard of it.
Alita?
Yeah, War Angel or Bad Angel.
Oh, right.
It's a James Cameron production. Fantastic, childish but great film. Very, very, very intriguing, very interesting.
Sorry, I've just pressed the wrong sodding button. I just brought a picture up of Bill Nye, because what I like about Bill Nye, just going back to that,
He's got a lovely face. I mean, look at that face.
I find his acting is very similar, although very different, to John Le Mesurier. He sort of has this somewhat vague element to him, which is sort of, as you said, understatement. And I love that.
Yeah.
I love that sort of understatement. John Le Mesurier is just in every part was this sort of very put on, very vaguely getting on with stuff, but in a very...
Yeah. John Le Mesurier was also in the production of The Lord of the Rings, in the tape productions of the BBC dramatization.
Oh, was he?
Yes, he was. And also you got the very understated, equally talented gentleman in John Standing.
John Standing. I'd have to look up him to see what he looks like. Hang on. John sitting down. Oh, no, John Standing, sorry. I got the wrong one there, because John... Oh, I don't recognise him at all.
He was with Nicholas Farrell in the middle-class Joanna Trollope production called The Choir back in the 1990s.
Ah, right, okay. I do recognise him now, but I'd never be able to put a name to him. How interesting. So I'm going to ask you this, Fabian. What is the main achievements of the year that you feel that you've achieved?
I've achieved nothing but serenity, no doubt.
Really? Serenity?
Yeah.
In what way? From what? You mean?
Because
explain.
I've had a very all-encompassing, bloody awful year, really, and I'm just kind of really, it's all past. I'm not really wanting to talk about it, but it's just it's like a lot of shit's gone recently past, and I'm now have to contend it contend with it, So
I just
the end result.
just for the benefit of the old people and the people of the infirm nature who can't take shocks, I'm just going to do this. One moment. Beep. I just bleeped out the naughty word you've just said. So those people who were affected by that naughty word can substitute beep for the naughty word.
I didn't notice a naughty word.
Did you not notice?
No, I didn't.
A word that rhymes with ship
Oh,
came out of his gob.
okay.
And
did
I've
it?
just...
One I'm quite
A
familiar
lot
with.
of ship had taken place apparently, and I just suddenly thought, that's
they call it if I was going to use a word next time, it'd probably be like excrement or something.
yeah, there you go. It's just that natural thing in broadcasting that suddenly goes to mind. Oh, he's sworn I don't have a button to press to bleep it out. But I think for the extremely lazy listener. The extremely active listener, they could do it themselves, couldn't they? He said, "Here's a bleep, beep. Just rewind your head and put it back," which would work marvellously.
Yeah.
Do you know, that really reminds me, when you did that wonderfully bleeped, so it just reminded me of that amazingly brilliant. Well done, you.
Thanks.
It's the American distant train horns.
Yes.
In the Midwest. It's a brilliant.
God, that's what it sounded like when I lived in Gosport on a foggy day. All these brrr, brrr.
Hey, guess who's parachuted in?
Oh, sorry.
I was having fun with that.
They're all having fun with it. Hang on, let's see if I can just spruce this up one more thing. Can I do?
Sprucing.
Let's try.
Hey, do you know? I met someone that good old Mr. Vobes. I've met Mr. Cragflinger.
Oh, yeah.
You met a Mr. Oh, sorry. Hello, studio.
Now we're stuck in a box.
Now we are. Stuck
Who put me in a box?
How do we get out of here? Hey, what do you? Hang on, try over there. Is that better? No.
You've been, you've been fanted when you've gone into good old the Vobe maze. Well, it's like
it's a bit like you can never get out of the maze. You can try
the crystal maze. The
Vobes vortex.
The Vobes. Oh my God! Do you remember that?
The Vobes.
The vortex. That's brilliant.
No one
escapes. Oh, I love that.
Crystal Maze. I loved Crystal Maze. That was awesome.
Richard O'Brien, fantastic.
I would have loved to have done that.
Oh, fantastic! I love the challenges of all the what they got up to.
I love screaming at the TV. No, you're doing it wrong!
Yay!
Anyway, sorry about that. Just mucking about with the effects unit.
Stop mucking about.
Stop mucking about. I was going to. There was something you said I was going to ask you about, but time is on the increase. Talking of Fabian and FAB, Julia's brought some things in which might just respond to that. Now, I don't know whether you're watching us live or with a 40-second delay, which is most likely, but we have. I don't know if Nigel.
A vintage Thunderbirds toy.
I think you'll find that's Captain Scarlet. Actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, brilliant. Yay, Mr. Scarlet.
It's Captain Scarlet thing, the SPV.
And the Mistrons.
And the Mistrons.
I didn't think I recognised this one very well.
This is the voice of the Mistrons.
Wow.
We know.
That reminds me of a good old Stingray.
Stingray! But
Absolutely.
Julia also has something from dun 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 dun.
A 90s, in fact, I think this was 95, Thunderbird 2, which is missing the pod at the minute.
Oh, no pod.
Oh, it's the green one. Yay, it's the green one. Brilliant. Oh, I love that one.
Its legs are still attached and work. Oh my gosh, look at that.
We just need a pod.
But these...
it reminds me of that kind of stuff that you would get on the Maersk ships, massive cargo ships. You could put one of those boxes in it.
Gosh, look at those. These are gold. Gold and silver. Thunderbird 1, is that plastic or is it metal?
Metal and plastic.
Oh my God.
And Thunderbird
Julia,
3.
that looks like it does remind me very strongly of Black 7.
Oh.
These are part of a 5-piece set.
Wow.
I've only got these. Well, I say I. Elijah's my eldest.
Lovely.
He's only got these
Absolutely
two
gorgeous.
of them, but
Wow.
they're from '95, vintage '95.
Can I have a little
Yeah,
a look?
go
Wow.
ahead.
Oh yeah, they looked plasticky from a distance, but actually they've got weight on them.
Matchbox.
Oh, gosh, I'd never get that in a
Wow.
match.
In fact, this says
really
1992.
Oh, there we go. Look at that.
Does that one have a date on it?
That's
It
Thunderbird
really is
3.
really nice.
Dink. Oh, sorry.
Oh, now we're missing the opposite eyes now.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh no.
How about that? Did Blake have a 7? Says David Ved. I don't know. Had Thunderbird 2 as well, says Mr. Marzi Bazabi. I'm on the plane, says Bonnie H. Trev travels by narrowboat, says I had one of those. Adrian Broughton says Captain Scarlet. Yes, that's right. SPV. And Thunderbird 1, Thunderbird 2.
Apparently, the SPV, says Sensible Paul, is missing the tracks on the back.
Oh, yes.
So it is, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Could have had tracks on that.
And Michael White says, I'm a nosy Parker. All right, m'lady. Yes, m'lady.
Yes, it's Thunderbird 1 and 3 I've got here.
Oh,
It's
Parker.
Penelope, isn't it? Lady Penelope.
Lady Penelope, yes, in her little car, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
Parker.
pink one.
Get out the rolls. Yes,
Rolls-Royce.
m'lady.
Yes, milady.
Yes,
Right,
m'lady.
I love that voice.
Yes, milady. It's fantastic. You know, I love that. Absolutely marvelous childhood memories. Do you remember Play School?
Yes. Oh, that's the only bus in the world that the driver could be doing this and the bus will be going straight. I can't even
how
remember the theme
wonderful.
tune anymore.
Oh, what place? Well, the
Yeah.
original Play School, Play Bus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
got it wrong.
yeah,
That's
she
all
got it
right.
wrong. Listen,
Oh, look at
Fabian,
that.
we better move on. But it's
Yeah, we
lovely to
better
talk to
move
you.
on,
Thank you
but-
so much for ringing in.
Well, don't forget Vanilla Benjamin, who did the wonderful stuff, and also you've got
Brian Kent.
Jamie and the Magic Torch, as
Yeah.
always. Anyway, listen, you take care and catch you on the New Year's Eve.
Indeed.
Catch you on the flip side.
Look forward to it.
Is the flip side.
Yes.
Anyway, you take
care.
care,
Bye-bye.
And Julia, lots of love. Bye bye.
And you take care, darling. Bye.
I was in an episode of Playbus
Oh, were you?
many moons ago. In one of the very early Playbus things, I was Jack Frost.
Oh, cool.
And I was all in silver, and I had all that, and I was playing this little character
That's insane.
in
I
a
would
very
have
early-
watched you as a
as a I mean it was
not a young kid.
it was a very thing. Star's Playbus was much later. Yes, that's correct. Right, it was. In fact, I think I was in the very first series, and then they changed it somehow. They changed it because it was different. Anyway, they probably changed it because of me. Robert Brailsford says, I helped keep 2 people warm. He did. And here behind us, ladies and gentlemen, Robert Brailsford, thank you once again for this. Dun, 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 dun,
It's not actually on
dun,
tonight because
dun.
it's quite mild in the evening.
Oh, yeah, I didn't put it on. Did you want it on?
It's actually okay at the moment.
Okay, I can stick
I've,
it on
I've
in
still
the
got
break.
my Doc Martens on, so. Boop.
We're going to have a break now, ladies and gentlemen, and go over to some adverts about Hofmeister beer. No, we're not. We're going to play a video. And the first video on our playlist tonight is from Jackie H.W. Tears, Smiles, and Thanks. Here it is. No, that wasn't it. That was a lie. That was just a bit of blue water. This is it.
Hi Richard, hi Julia, hi everyone. Hope you won't be bored, but this is a compilation of clips from the 18 or possibly even 19 videos that I've made for the Vobes Show since May of this year. Thank you so much for your kind and lovely comments, which have really encouraged me to continue making them. Richard, thank you so much for very generously showing them and for inspiring me. I found it an enjoyable new hobby, which is quite different from my day job, which can be really stressful at times, so that's great. Richard and Julia, thank you for all the fun and entertainment that you give. Bernie and Sean have said it all really, how much we appreciate everything that you do. But I just want to add that the Bold Explorer videos, and particularly those on Sussex, really helped Miles and I to know about the area and to feel settled after we moved here in February. As you know, it's been a very stressful time for us both with various things that have happened, and particularly losing our oldest golden retriever, Finty. I made the film Finty's Field as it reminded me of her. So having the Vobes Show and the Bold Explorer videos to look forward to, being part of and being accepted into, actually, the Vobes Show community, and I've realised it is a community. It's been really great, and I just want to thank you again, and thank you to everyone. So here's to 2022, and just hope and pray it brings everyone health and happiness, and just to say God bless and see you all next year. Take care.
There you go. Isn't that nice?
That's lovely.
Oh, thank you so much, Jackie. That we really appreciate that.
Yeah. Very kind words.
Very kind. I don't know what the Vogue Show is, but I'm sure it's
some tosh.
It's some crap. I'm sure it's well worth all that wonderful adulation. Checks in the post. So thank you. We hope everyone. I was looking there actually. It said 2022, and I thought it's like that same old thing when. In the beginning of a year, you don't do it so much these days, but you used to write a check out, in the beginning, and you're still putting the last year's deck. Oh, no, sorry, I've screwed that up. It's 2022. Well, it's not quite, but it will be soon. Thank you very much, Jackie. Appreciate that. And was it as many videos as that you made for us? Blimey. That's fantastic. Well, let's hope that you carry on making some more of those videos, because we do enjoy seeing them. And as everybody there is saying in the comments, how lovely it is. David Vad saying, Jackie, wonderful stuff, but why are you stalking a man?
Walking a dog.
Stalking a dog. You have a genuine feel with your videos. Keep doing what you're doing. That man is Miles, who is clearly miles ahead all the time. Richard's pronunciation is almost as bad as my spelling. Yes, absolutely. It certainly is. We have more videos to come. We have that video by Jeff and Mandy that hasn't arrived. We can't play that, obviously. We also have one from Bernie and one from Bonnie.
Incidentally, Bernie's is actually The Prisoner Again.
Oh, is it The Prisoner Again? Oh, I beg your pardon. Sorry about that.
It's because he forgot to retitle it.
Oh,
so
right.
It's not your fault.
It's not my fault.
This time.
Trev's travel. Thank you. Trev's travels by Naro, a boat. He says, I do not even have a checkbook anymore. Do you not have a checkbook? I still have a checkbook. I still write checks, but very, very rarely. It's nice to keep the checks going.
Keep in check.
Yeah, because, you know, if you live in Czechoslovakia, what do you do with your money? Sensible Paul says, can't work out how YouTube music works as Old Lang Syne is able to play in full.
Well, it's not until you finish, is it? And then any
Yes,
copyright checks come in then, don't they?
Yes, when it's a live stream, I could probably play you a little bit of... what's the name of that woman that had her father turn her into a conservator or something? Is it?
Brittany.
Yes, I could probably play... I don't know why I thought of her. I could probably play you a bit of Britney and it would go through, but then...
baby, baby.
Yes, that's
Dun,
it.
dun, dun.
Whack me one more time. I could, and then afterwards it would go, oh, wait a minute, you swine, you played a bit... You didn't ask her. Actually, I did. No, you didn't. We're going to copyright you. So in the live version, you probably get away with it, you see. That's how it was. I have a blankety-blank checkbook and pen, says Simon. Do you? Did you actually have a blankety-blank checkbook and pen? Did you ever go on the programme? Chalky White, says David Vad. Who's Chalky White when he's at home? Anyway, so there we go. We must move on to another video because we're running out of time. And in tonight's show, I won't forget, because over there is the studio that the lovely Julia is going to do a ukulele. And we got to the end of the previous show and Julia said, oh, I thought I was going to play. And I went, oh yeah, I completely forgot.
Actually, I wasn't going to mention anything at all, but you remembered just at the end. Then you were, oh, the ukulele. I was like, yeah, don't worry about it, never mind.
Should we do it now? Quick,
No,
as the
it's too
titles
late.
are
Half
going.
the people have gone anyway.
Yeah, and everyone had gone. So we're going to go straight into our next video. And we were talking about The Prisoner again. It's Bernie this time with The Prisoner again.
Yay.
Well, the day certainly started well enough. Beautiful sunny morning in Abermel. And Graham, the driver, said, I think you'll find today's trip very interesting. And that's as much as I knew then. Little did I know what he'd got in store for us that day. And so we all got ourselves ready and got on the coach, and everybody was happy. Can't believe nobody else noticed these, but I believe them to be osprey. And everybody continued on their merry way till we turned into this lane and seemed to go for miles down into the woodlands. And eventually we ended up here, where everybody was given a badge. I am number 2. Well, who's number 1 then? You are number 6.
Oh, it looks like Bernie's gone to Port Miriam, where they filmed The Prisoner in 1960s with Patrick McGowan as number 6, although I am not a number. Yes, I remember it very well, and lots of repeats, of course. We all get it now. Well, we're looking forward to more of that. Thank you very much, Bernie. More of that coming, hopefully, which is fantastic.
Lovely to see your lovely face again, by the way.
Oh, yes, and the beard is, taking over, which is great. We love it. Stars says, I went to Port Miriam in between lockdown.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, fantastic. I mean, that's a
Lovely.
strange thing to do, isn't it? To go, you're locked down, you go to Port Miriam, which is a programme about being locked down.
And then you go home.
And then you go home and get
To
locked
lock
down.
down.
So, yeah, I guess, it's like home from home in that sense, which is fun. Brilliant. Love that. It cost £8 to get into Port Miriam, says Stars. How long ago? Oh, that would be during the lockdown. So that not that long ago. £8. Marvellous stuff. Well, listen, we're coming close to the end of the show. Julia's going to do her thing, but we're going to quickly play in Bonnie's. I have to say, Bonnie, well done. I think she said she's in an aeroplane. Is she flying over
Oh, yeah,
to
she's
Jersey?
flying home.
Or she's flying back?
Flying back, flying back from Jersey.
From Jersey.
Hope you're having a safe journey.
I hope she had a nice time in that jumper, which was freshly knitted by Mary Hammond, actually. So they tell me. So here's a short excerpt from some of Bonnie's observations in Jersey.
Down at St Catherine's in Jersey. It's a really pretty place at the end of the island, beyond Gorey Castle. Really lovely. That's the Jersey Canoe Club over there. Pretty island. The light is wonderful. That's the harbour arm. You can walk out the look. It's a very nice cafe on the end here. Very nice.
There we go, a little flash of Jersey for you.
Little sneak peek.
Sneaky peek. She has sent some other bits of video which we will look in future shows. So it's that time now, and I'll make sure we've got time because I don't want to lose this wonderful chance for the lovely Julia to head over to that part of the studio, which is all waiting for her.
Duff your ears up.
We do have an unknown phone call, which we will quickly take from an unknown person. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show.
This is Sean from London.
Oh, hello,
Hello,
Sean from London. How are you?
I'll be very quick because we're towards the end. But I've just watched the beginning of the show, and you were asking what's your biggest regret.
Yes.
Well, I've been to see a film tonight.
Right.
It started at 5 to 6. So
Yeah.
I turned up at 10 to and sat outside for 5 minutes. Then I went in. I said, can you tell me where screen 5 is? And they said, oh, we don't have a screen 5. I
What?
said, well, you do, because I've got a ticket.
Yeah.
I've got a ticket for the show. She looked at the ticket, It was for a theatre 4 miles away.
Oh,
I'd gone to the wrong place.
Oh no! So you
That
didn't.
was my biggest regret of 2021.
Oh.
Did you get there?
And the reason why I didn't go to that theatre to begin with was because the ticket was a bit more expensive. But by the time I got to the cinema, and I missed the first 10 minutes, I paid about £8 more than if I'd gone to the expensive theatre.
Oh. Ah, there's the irony of life for you. Was it worth the rest of the film? Was it worth watching?
Yes.
Yes.
But they all died in the end.
Oh, did they? Don't tell us what the title is, because it'll be a bit of a giveaway then, won't it?
But it was a film.
It was the Titanic. And they all died.
It was a film about cats.
Oh, right.
And about an artist that used to draw cats back in the 20s, and there's an exhibition on to accompany the film, and it happens to be in Bedlam, which is
the psychiatric hospital.
The psychiatric hospital, which is only 10 minutes away from me. So I will be going in a few weeks, and I'll make a video.
Make sure you don't go to the wrong mental hospital in the end, because that would be, although that would add to it, of course.
Well, there's got to be something about going to the wrong theatre to begin with.
Yeah, well, that's true. Absolutely. There's obviously something going on in your brain. Julia's just showing something for the benefit of Nigel Sadler, who has just joined in, and he has missed a sequence of interesting stuff to do with FAB, and he's probably looking going, what? Thunderbird 3 flying through. How did that happen?
The film highlighted the fact that people that they talk to their cats and the cats talk back.
Yeah.
So I'm going to end on that note now, because I've now currently got home and I need to go and talk to my cats.
Go and talk to your pussy and see what she says.
Speak to you soon.
Yeah, look after yourself. Take care, Sean.
Bye for now.
Toodle pip. You ever done that? Have you ever been to the wrong venue for something?
No, but I did book tickets at the King's Theatre in Portsmouth to see Tommy, because my old friends at Corpus Christi Amateur Dramatics Society in Portsmouth were putting it on, and I hadn't seen them all for a while, and I wanted to support them. And my friend Cheryl, from now living up north, was still living in Gosport at the time, so we went. Unfortunately, I hadn't finalised the sale of the tickets, and I had to buy them on the door. So it was quite embarrassing taking my friend to the theatre and saying, "Oh yes, tickets under the name of my maiden name," and they were like, "Nope, computer says no." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, okay. Well, can I have 2 tickets then?"
I'd say you definitely hadn't bought them then. How does that not work?
I went and checked. No, I bought new ones because I just wanted to get in the theatre. And then I went and checked. It was like, no, didn't have a confirmation email or anything. And,
so you hadn't
because I know from the past I've had confirmation email instantly. So no, I hadn't done it.
Well, let's have confirmation that you're going to go and play for us this evening.
Oh, all right then.
What are you going to do?
A Miley Cyrus. Well, actually, yes. No, this is a Miley Cyrus.
A Miley Cyrus number.
Yes.
So you're going to get yourself ready.
Yeah. Okay.
Over on the other end of the studio, which would be very nice. This is likely to be your last ukulele playing on the show this year.
This year, yeah.
But next year, coming back, playing on the piano. On the grand
I do want to
piano.
learn.
Some
play my
keyboards.
keyboard, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, we'll see you in a moment.
Yep.
So there we go. Lovely Julia sorting herself out over there. I'm going to press over on this side of the studio so I get a bit more. My chair is really weird. There we go. It keeps going up and down. Andrew Norris is just telling Nigel Sadler, you're in for a treat because we've saw some Jerry Anderson toys. These aren't the toys that Jerry Anderson played with in the bath, but when he was young. But it's often an interesting thing to think. I wonder if he ever played with funny little toys. Obviously not the Thunderbird toys because he hadn't invented them when he was a tiny little kid. What else have we got out there from the comments section of our lovely audience? Michael White says, "Hi Lisa, hope you are not tired after Christmas." Station Master's Choice is saying something to Woody Jenny. Martin Lees, talking the wrong venue, he says. We booked to get married at Gretna Green at Old Blacksmiths. There are two. We introduced ourselves at the wrong one before realising just in time. Oh, can you imagine? Yeah, we come to get married and all of that. And he says, all right, okay, wait, what, you come to get married? Yeah, but that would be hilarious. Geriatric toys, says Dave Ivad, for Jerry Anderson. Yeah, no, thanks. Very good. Right, let's see if the lovely Joe... Hang on, I have to just do a couple of things here myself, like put the headphones on so I can monitor the audio, make sure that's working nicely. I twist this light over towards the lovely Julia so that we can... So I'm now in the dark, but you don't worry about that because over here... Oh, I need to turn your microphone up over there. Can we hear you?
Hello, hello.
Oh, we can. Let's cut over to... There you are. Looking very lovely over there. A little bit washed out on the camera there. I might just take that other light down a second. Hold on. That's because you...
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I thought I'd kicked it.
Yeah, no, there we go.
There we go.
It's a bit better. And so, sounds good. Are you ready, young Julia?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Fantastic. Over to you.
Oh, it's called... What is it called?
I don't know.
Oh, See You Again.
I'll see you.
And Miley Cyrus. I've got my sights set on you and I'm ready to aim. I have a heart that will never be tamed. I knew you were something special when you spoke my name. Now I can't. I'm going to do this every time with the E. Wait to see you again. I've got a way of knowing when something is right. I feel like I must have known you in another life, 'cause I felt this deep connection when you looked in my eyes. Now I can't wait to see you again. Scrolling, scrolling. Why isn't it scrolling? There, it's scrolling now. Needs a little bit more. I'm going to have to just touch it down. Sorry about this, guys. The last time I freaked out, I just kept looking down. As sister started when you asked me what I'm thinking about. Felt like I couldn't breathe. You asked what's wrong with me. My best friend Leslie said, oh, she's just being Miley. The next time we hang out, I will redeem myself. My heart can't rest till then. Whoa, I can't wait to see you again. And now I'm scrolling again. It's probably better if I just click it down there we go. I've got this crazy feeling deep inside when you called and asked to see me tomorrow night. I'm not a mind reader, but I'm reading the signs that you can't wait to see me again. The last time I freaked out, I just kept looking down. I just started when you asked me what I'm thinking about. Felt like I couldn't breathe. You asked what's wrong with me. My best friend Leslie said, oh, she's just being Miley. The next time we hang out, I will redeem myself. My heart can't rest till then. Whoa, I can't wait to see you again. I've got my sights set on you and I'm ready to aim. The last time I freaked out, I just kept looking down. I just started when you asked me what I'm thinking about. Felt like I couldn't breathe. You asked what's wrong with me. My best friend Leslie said, oh, she's just being Miley. The next time we hang out, I will redeem myself. My heart can rest till then. Whoa, I can't wait to see you again. Whoa, I I can't. Oh, no, I've got it all wrong. I'm shaking like a leaf. Wait. Till then, no, I can't wait to see you again.
Way! Oh, there we go. So, yes, how about that? Lovely, Julia. That wasn't that fantastic? So the E, come back over here. Yeah, the E is a real. Is a real problem, isn't it?
Only because I broke this finger 2 years ago, 3 years ago actually, when I was pregnant with Joseph. So now it twists inwards, so I have to work extra hard to stretch it out that way, and I have to do that for that one. And the E, that particular E, isn't a chord I use very frequently. But that and F major, F minor, stretching. It's great therapy for these fingers. It's slowly getting the hang of it. It's
always nerve-wracking when you're doing something like that, and people are watching.
It's so sad, isn't it? Because I mean, I can do it so much better when I'm not in front of the camera. But excuses. It doesn't matter. I've done it, and I enjoyed it, and I hope you did too.
And we did enjoy it. And the thing is, you're getting better and better, and you're challenged. I mean, the thing is that what you must remember is you're challenging yourself by doing it on a live stream. And so you're putting yourself into an artificial thing. But actually, the more you do that, the more relaxed, because this is a nice, friendly audience. So you can get, you can get your confidence up. And then when the audience gets bigger and bigger, it won't be such a big problem.
Yeah. Well, hopefully those who've heard me play before can hear a significant difference in my playing. Unfortunately, there was that note at the end. I just because of the nerves. Stupid. Shouldn't let the nerves get in the way of the voice, but so I didn't hit it. So it sounds
when you think that most people
feels so good when it sounds nice.
Most people can't sing in tune very as well and play an instrument. You've got and we all agree your voice is brilliant. We love your voice.
A couple of people are suggesting I change the chords, but no, I mean I could do that, but it's no point. I need to learn to do those chords. I need to stretch these. I need to be good.
And I admire the fact that instead of just making it easy for yourself, you challenge yourself. I think that's good. I think that's how people, otherwise it just makes it very easy, doesn't it?
And it is relatively easy to sit down and play, but it is a different kettle of fish trying to do it in front of everybody. It's very embarrassing, but
Well, look there, Paul Crocker says most people can't sing and play full stop. So, and Oldenburg Eagle says marvellous voice. You have more confidence and rehearse.
And rehearse until tight and comfortable.
Rehearse until tight and comfortable. Well done. Yeah, absolutely.
If I waited until I was absolutely perfect to come on and play live, I would never do it.
And also, bear in mind that she's only picked up the instruments again. You have a young boy who is on your tail 24/7.
Geronimo Joe!
He's on your tail. So even when you sit down to do some practice, you're having
2 minutes and put it down, go and do the child.
Something and all that. But you're hopeful that next year Joe will get into nursery school.
Yes, ASAP. As soon as possible.
Because the COVID has, prevented a lot of that with people.
That and I'm rubbish and I've not been as organised and,
But once it's in, you'll have more time for yourself.
Absolutely.
When I'm not dragging you around the countryside making videos. So, but anyway, we love it. We love it. And it's lovely to see a talent develop. Because mostly you see someone and they're pitch perfect, their instrument, polished and all that, and you don't really get an idea of the work that goes behind it.
Altenberg Eagles says, or pre-record and do as many takes as you want. Yeah, I could do that as well, but I'm adamant that if I can't do it live, there's no point.
Yeah, I mean everybody has their. I think every artist will have their way of working. Yeah, exactly, and people got to respect that. Brilliant. Well, thank you very much. Anyway, we appreciated it, and that's kind of it.
Thank you for obliging me, or what's the word?
No, it's
entertaining me.
It is great. We try to do all sorts of stuff on this show, don't we?
Ever played "I'll See You in My Dreams" by Joe Brown? No, but I'll look into it if I remember. See you in my dreams.
See you in my dreams. There we go. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's show. The last show of the year will be on Friday at 8 o'clock. We'll probably extend it to, it'll just be me, but probably extend it until 9:30. I nearly said 8:30 then. That will be anything you want to bring up and talk about, or plans for the new year, things that you want to do, your New Year's resolutions if you've got them. We can talk about all of that. But a big thank you to all our contributors, Jackie HW for the lovely words and the lovely video.
Jeff and Mandy, who we haven't actually seen your video yet.
Yeah, that lovely video from Jeff and Mandy that never materialised. That's a fantastic one. Bernie for our anticipation of The Prisoner again, which will be good. And Bonnie for a quick glimpse of Jersey. To our wonderful phone calls, to the lovely Julia for singing to us so serenely. And to you guys for coming in and typing up and keeping the show going by all the community stuff that you do out there in the chat room. And to lovely Judith, who does a lot of moderation. If you've enjoyed any element of the show, do give us a thumbs up before you disappear. That would be lovely. And we will see you on Friday. But from the lovely Julia and myself, take care.
And good night.
Good night. And some bubbles too.